So I've got a fun story. I actually started playing Final Fantasy XIV about 5 hours ago. I think I spent about an hour. Mostly I just ran around. I messed around with my controls a lot. I changed a lot of things with controls. I changed a lot of the UI elements and did a lot of changes like that. And eventually I found a nice spot to settle down on, underneath a tree, at about maybe 3, 4 o'clock. And then I went and did other things with my life, but I never actually logged out of the game, nor did I ever move my character. So she has been sitting here for what amounts to probably a week of days in-game, days and nights, sitting here just looking like an NPC with my pet ever ready to strike. And how's it going? Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Nash. How's it going? Have I tried Gamepad yet? I have not. I have been... I'd say tempted. How's it going? I'm kind of tempted to, but I also... I have, at least for this kind of game, I have more skill with mouse and keyboard, so it makes more sense to me. Although honestly, I'd like to be able to like sit back with a gamepad and play it a little more casually. I might have to give it a try. I might have to give it a try sometime. Some people do swear. I've heard quite a few people do swear by it actually. How do I? Oh yeah, I need to bring my. Not that. Can I unsit? There we go. Being nice clean transition. So, yeah. I've messed around with UI a bit. Oh, balderdash. Look at that. That's woeful. That was not where I left that, by the way. So, I've got a little more cleaner. I've covered up the chat, because after watching not only Dave streaming it, but also the letter from the developers, I noticed that everyone covered up chat with the camera, and I was like, you know what, actually that's a really good idea. That's straight up a good idea, so that people messaging me don't get suddenly told, by the way, everyone on a stream just seen that and it'll be uploaded to YouTube later. And you know, crap, not other crap doesn't show up. But yeah, let's get back to it. I did nothing in terms of the main storyline since yesterday. I did do a few side quests. I did do the Arcanium, the math. I did the math quest. Oh, I was gonna look up. You know what I was gonna look up? Because I wanted to give it a quick shot. I was gonna look up how to change my job. My class. I was going to have a quick look at what Dragoon was like, or Lancer I should say. At this stage it's Lancer, but I'm guessing I should maybe get a little further in before I start actually bothering with that kind of stuff. Ooh, hey, ring bands. They look nice. They look better than these goddamn mitts. Gridania? Will I get there eventually, just by playing? Like, will I get there in due time, or would I like need to make a specific beeline for it? Because it's a difference. There's, you know, I don't want to make a beeline. I guess, will the main quest take me there, or will it take me to the hub city? I'm guessing at some point there's like a main city, and that's where the main story really kicks off, right? That's usually how these games work. Once you get to the airship... Oh, no. Oh, okay. Hang on. Not what I was expecting, then. You move around a bit more, then? That's interesting. Alright. There are many main cities. Ah, so... Like the one, Linsa Lamenta, is that considered a main city? Even though it's a starting area, it is actually a main city? Ah, okay. So in that case, there's... about probably 4 main cities, I think. Probably more than that actually, but 4 in the base game, because I think there was 2 per class. Ul'dah and Gridania. Alright, last. At this rate, the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam. Just a bit could send our stocks soaring. I'll bet Rotwida knows where you might find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. I shall give her a look. Those are base game seeds. Okay. I've also been messing around with the camera, and I'm not sure. I turned the camera angle down to the minimum, so it's pointing down as far as it can, and I'm not sure whether I like it or not yet. I guess I have to play a bit and see. Oh! Oh no. Hang on. Okay, this is gonna take me a bit of getting used to. I think I may have left my summon all the way back there. And it unsummoned itself. Because I had technically... I've been messing around with the... I've been learning how to place them, so I can actually get them to run around all I want. Which is pretty neat. I like that a lot. I think it was 1. Yeah, 1 is heal. I have that bound to alt. I haven't bound any of my mouse keyboard settings yet, but I'll do that eventually. I also changed my camera type to legacy for the sole reason that it allows you to run directly backwards instead of slowly walking backwards like you do when you sidestep here. You actually, you know, if someone's aiming a big AoE thing at you and you need to run backwards away from it, you can just hit backwards, as opposed to looking at it, turning your camera, and then hitting run away, or like quickly doing this. And that's a bit jarring. I'd rather keep the action on the enemy. I also found out how to focus my camera. I actually put that on the mouse button for fun. Legacy messes with targeting though. I could not even tell you. It seems to targets anything on it's anything in your main viewport that gets targeted. I couldn't tell you anything about targeting yet. Oh, right, I'm supposed to talk to someone. Rotwida. The gherkin's got a head of cabbage if he thinks I'm fetching him any black loam. But if you dare to pinch some from the cookpot, then be my guest. Just mind you don't get trampled upon by the aurochs that dwell there. Once you've 3 bushels worth, take the black loam to Prifwell at Tiller's Rest. He'll know what to do. Where you move within reference to your target. No. Legacy is you move, so Legacy makes it so that how do I explain this? I believe regular camera movement, basically with Legacy, there's one thing I can't do, and that is move my camera while I'm moving. If I move the camera at all, my character will always turn that direction. Okay, that is. With Legacy, your character moves relative to your camera position. So if I'm looking over there, pressing back will always move me back towards the camera. Whereas with the other type of one, if I had, say, the camera like this and I press back, my character would start walking backwards up this direction instead of running at the camera like this. That's the difference between Legacy and regular. I can demonstrate it right now, actually. General. Interacting? I mean, I kind of know how to interact. That's okay. Maybe display? Oh. There's so many options. I was already playing with them so much. Bud. Party. Cool. Item setting. Display settings. Lord. General? Hey, so yeah, character based and camera based. So this is now standard. So if I press back, if I press S on the keyboard, I can move my camera all around. My character will keep walking backwards relative to their position. If I press forward, they will run forward because they'll run the direction they are facing, not the direction my camera is pointing. But if I swoop that back to That was character configuration, wasn't it? If I swoop that back to legacy, now, without moving the camera or doing anything, if I press S instead of running this way, I'll burn towards the camera. There you go. That's it. That's the big difference. Where are we going? It means you can't do cinematic cameras, but I'm fine with that. You can't be all like spinning the camera around while you're running through the fields. But I'll survive. I think I'll survive. What did I need to... Black clone, that's what it is. And... I have that bound to 7. I don't know... 5, 6, and 7, I'm probably going to rebind all of them. I have a feeling I might rebind them to the... mouse keys? Oh, hello. Oh? Why am I not... Oh! I was pressing 2. I was pressing 2 the whole time. 2 is not anything. 2 is connect. Ouch. Oh, this is a little harder to keep my eye on. Okay. So Carbuncle is currently been told specifically to move over there. Wow, where are these boys? These boys are coming out of the woodworks. NA ping at work? Hey, wait, are you at work today? Oh, or, sorry, NA ping at work as in NA ping doing something in the game at me? Was that because, was that me getting hit even though I was outside of the thing? I have a feeling that that's what that was, that was a thing that I noticed. That's something I have to just learn to get used to. Move quickly. Yeah, I just need to learn to move quickly, that's it. Thankfully, I've been practicing. I keep it in mind everywhere I'm going. Oh no, it's getting dark again. It's so hard for me to see when the game's dark. Gotta be psychic. I don't know that it's that bad. Because I've usually not had actually that much trouble dodging, but I do have to react a lot quicker than I'd be comfortable with. Call it hard mode, okay? That's my excuse. Still, this is control Q. This is... yeah. So if I was going to cast this... and they're rattled... let's bring... yeah, okay, I got hit by it again. That does seem a little more excessive than I see what my problem is here. It's gonna take me a while to get used to actually using the control and alt for all my casting. I got this down. I got that, exactly that, and that alone down. So I'll be able to move my pet around. I'm sure that's probably something no one actually does. It'll get very annoying. Yeah. I'm assuming it'll probably be a bigger deal in later raids, or in the late game when things can like one-shot you for standing in them. But hey, it's nothing that a bunch of people I'm playing with aren't dealing with as well, so I can't complain about it too much. Even the weeds wither and die in this desolate dirt. But a bit of this black loam ought to change all that. I haven't seen any in ages. Gathering black loam's not for the weak of will, nor the weak of stomach, eh? Haha. Oh, don't tell me Gherkin and Rotweeda neglected to mention where black loam comes from. Well, surely you figured it out on your own from cloying stench. It comes from the Auroch Slayer of all places. It was poop. I mean, that's how you fertilize things, so it's not really that crazy. Well, why dwell on who misled whom about what? What matters is that your efforts have brought us the Black Loam. We can expect a bountiful harvest as a result. Thank you. Give me these. How do I... Yeah, navigating these menus is still beyond me. Okay, much better. Now my hands don't look like giant mitten hell. I don't look like I'm prepared for the winter. Worth dungeons and fate bosses. So fate bosses will be world bosses. Need stolen farm tools recovered. Okay. Confounded pirates. They know nothing of tilling or killing, stealing our shovels to melt and forge into axes of all things. They're biting the hand that feeds them, the mangy mongrels. I'd love to teach those curs a lesson of obedience myself, if I hadn't sworn to Solburn that I wouldn't fight them are. So I need you to bring back our farm tools and make sure those dogs reap what they've sown. Kill some boys, got it. Oh, excuse me. Oh, it's these boys. Okay. I think I've accidentally fought these guys before anyway. Let's move a little back. No reason to get all up in his face. Just pulling them one at a time. Don't ignore your friends, they're fine. Second, okay. I have a sweet plan here. Second aggro switches to me. This one. Oh, right. She straight killed me. Doesn't matter. My attempt at being fancy was for naught. Oh, right. Actually done. That's what I was looking for. Oh, that went away too quickly. Game. Aether flow. Restore 10% maximum MP. Feel like that should go here. What is this one? This is Control T. Oh, no, it wasn't. It was just T. It was regular old-fashioned T. I need a target to cast this on. Give me a second. Miasma. I'm guessing that's good. Ooh, it's a second dot. I see. Okay. Do you know what it was trying to tell me there? That something about leveling up the job class thing? I wonder what those sea dogs will try and steal when there's no harvest. I mean, your lives, your money, your anything. I was wondering if maybe you just knew it offhand anyway. Good to see the tools back in serviceable condition, which will be more than we can say of Severin when we get our hands on him. The wretch likely had a role in the theft. Despite him meeting the pirates in secret, I did. Couldn't care less if the Wastrel won't work. When he can source with culprits that take away our tools, he's crossed a line. Stalwart ought to know what sort of scallywag he's dealing with. Take word to him, would ya? What's interacting? Some quests you'll encounter objects with which you can interact. I'm certain I got that one already. I'm fairly certain I've been given that piece of advice and have acted upon it. What's this? Away, leave, steady. Yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna use those. Yeah, he's still following. I need to make sure I wasn't leaving him behind for another time. 7 is too far. 7 is too far on the keyboard. Alright. Pirates making off with our tools. Furwell did well not to take matters into his own hands. Last thing I need is blood in my crops. But I'll be damned if Severin thinks he can take us for fools. His treachery won't go unpunished. Hempen, Gaskins... Yeah, let's just keep taking the... I'm assuming the equipment is probably... I know we're going to outstrip the equipment fairly quick. But better to have it now than not have it at all. Better to have some good equipment, some relatively recent equipment than none. Yet what I'd ask of you now goes beyond all I've asked before. Would you hear my plea all the same? Ah, this is killing boys. We're gonna kill everyone now. Sounds like a plan. You're no doubt familiar with the scoundrel Severin by now. Well, their scheming scapegoat is at it again. Since the letter came for him, he's been skulking about in that manner he does when he's up to no good. Now he's rounded up his rogues and buggered off, with nary a word to anyone. I've grown accustomed to his insolence, but something tells me this is different. It ain't exactly damning, but when last I had words with him, he didn't look defiant so much as hunted. I can't help thinking he's gone looking for trouble and found more than he's wanted. So I was hoping you might hunt his sorry hide down and drag it back here before it's too late. He's being eaten by goblins, my guess. Ungrateful little cur, bites me every chance he gets, but I can't quite bring myself to cut him loose. Suppose he reminds me a bit of my younger self. Suffice it to say, I'd rather he didn't come to a sticky end. As for how to find him, I'd try asking Grinwada at the Aetherite. She is the last to see him. I dare say she'll be able to tell you where he was headed. And she will have another quest for me. Involving using a shovel to dig up piles of dirt. She actually did have that quest for me before, but I already did it. Hadn't passed through these gates without my notice. Saw the Rouser and his rabble set up for Woad Whisper Canyon not long ago. Thinking about drinking themselves stupider. Cheeky sods said I should join them. Told them I'd rather shrivel up and sip up than sip whatever it was that had pickled their brains. You find the idle swine, be sure to give them a cuff round the ear for me, will ya? Well, that was pretty quick. Ooh. I was actually doing another bit of research. I was thinking about what I would like to play in these kind of games, and generally what I like is either I like healing and I like tanking, and then I like moving a lot. I like movement and I like AoE. And from what I can tell from like brief description of classes, Summoner at least has a lot of instant casts and a lot of AoE spells, so they're quite maneuverable. They don't have to just stand in one spot channeling everything, compared to other DPS classes. And they are apparently good for soloing because they can summon a tank pet, which sounds pretty handy as well. You aren't being yeah, that's what I heard. That was literally the description of the black mage was literally a stationary turret of death. I'd actually run down here before. And then I'd also seen that monks and dragoons actually have positional based attacks. So they're literally their position relative to the enemy. So be it on their side or their back or something like that. I don't know exactly how it works, but then actually, some of their moves actually gain bonuses from hitting someone in the back or something like that. All the dirty, deceitful, downright dastardly deeds that slippery bastard's done. Claiming to take the lads out for a drink, only to lead us straight into a bloody trap. Don't get any lower than that. Of course, I've learned to stay a step ahead of old Severn, and though I was ready, because we weren't so lucky. We gotta help him. There's actually down in a couple of combo enders and things. Flanked and being behind. There's extra down in a couple. Oh yeah. So if flanking like actual flank. Wait, could I flank? Could I in theory flank with my pet in that case, or would that not actually do? Would that not count? Does it have to be like a specific class, or only some people have access to the idea of flanking? Oh, yeah. So I could actually. So moving this dude around is actually a decent skill to learn. I'm not wasting my time for fun. I'm not wasting my time anyway. I kind of enjoy the idea of running them around. If it has flanking bonuses, it can get bonuses. Okay. So it will depend on the thing. My axe was may as well have been a white flag for all the good it did. Hope you fare better, or the sorry bastards in there are done for. Ah, you're fine. Sure that. Don't worry. Severin might have gotten us into this mess, but I ain't about to give him his life for us. I'd sooner bow to a fishback than be that conniving bastard's death to arms. Duty calls commence battle for just desserts. Oh. Okay, there's Severin as well. Sure. It's level 13, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Gonna stream some 14 myself, but I'm in a weird place in the game. We need to sort that out. What do you mean by a weird place in the game? What could be a weird place, or... I suppose I wouldn't know enough about the game. A true knave, you betray even yourself, Severin. Ugh. We were prepared to overlook the matter of your desertion on the condition that you provided us with suitable replacements. That was the agreement. Yet your latest change of heart leaves your debt to us unpaid. Few are they who betray the serpent reavers twice. You will not do so a third time. I'm at the beginning with current plan. Cowering behind your protector will only delay the inevitable. Honorless wretch, your life is all you have left. And worthless though it be, we shall take it. Ooh, spooky scary skeleton. Mask mage. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command that I may smite mine enemies. Gonna summon a chunky boy. Ooh, hello. Position here. Yeah, you get a bit more time. Is I did cast me. So there's actually no point to again. I think it's best to learn to just go behind folks like that. I mean, honestly, this is a very, very easy build. if I'm to be perfectly frank here, I don't think the thing's even managed to take my health below max. That's not that the golem can be vanquished. The woman is no ordinary adventurer. Of course. Zip zipped out like that. Because of course he did. I actually have a feeling that the amount of reading I'm doing in this game might actually be detrimental to might actually be giving me a bit of a sore throat. It feels a bit off today. I'm not sure if that's because of yesterday. Sigh, the snake slithered away. I'm only glad he did not have the chance to sink his fangs far more deeply into you. Oh, going to do some jank. Cutscene time. Ooh. We're seeing her memory. Those pirates not belong to any of the known Lominson factions. Whom, then, do they serve? The Beast Tribes? Surely not. The timing of their appearance coincides too neatly with the recent surge in Sahagin and Kobold activity. Something is afoot. The question is what? Just casually going to tap my face. Could it be that the tribes are planning to summon their primals? 12 help us if they should prove true. Limsa will be hard pressed to keep a single primal at bay, let alone two. But all is yet speculation. I must needs find evidence. So that's going to be the eventual boss of the storyline, I'm guessing. Fight a chonky boy. The seas continue to rise. And that looks normal. While the lesser moon continues to fall. That's a moon. And ilm by ilm, the world becomes ever more unlike itself. It is as Louis foretold. How am I supposed to pronounce that? The coming of chaos has rendered the laws of nature mutable, blurring the boundary between the material and ethereal planes. Little now stands between us and the primals. But they are not here yet. Though time be against us, hope shall ever be on our side. Never did the creed of Chalayan ring more true. Louis Sois? Really? Sois? Oh, hey. Never did I dream it would possess a means to see Aether. Yet now that I do begin to take it for granted. How swiftly do the wonders of Charlayan seem commonplace. Ah. Fucking. Here. For you. Have you come for the festivities? Today the Maelstrom officially makes the Great Hole in the Sea its training ground. Join in the celebrations. Maelstrom officially makes the Great Hole in the Sea? The mask looks so dumb. Wait, disturbance in the etheric flow, but whence does it emanate? Sea Song Grotto, perhaps? So is that a memory from before the thing? Wait, when did the big thing happen at this point in time? Actually, I can't remember because it happened recently. Because people are still suffering the effects of it. What do we hear? Can you walk? Tis I. Regrettably, no. He eluded me. Understood. I'll inform the Commodore. Like a year or so ago in game. So that could have been a memory from before then. I don't know that it necessarily was. I'm sure I'll find out eventually. But it could have been. You collapsed from your exertions. Are you suitable? I mean, I was standing up the whole time, so I think I'm fine. Severin here has appraised me of all that transpired. That was quick, because he was only up a second ago. His account shed some light on how you came to be attacked by a golem of all things. Golem is a mindless automaton, inert save when commanded to be otherwise. Common pirates could not hope to control such a thing, so arcane are its workings. It could be, but it isn't. Okay. Then these tattooed wretches are no common pirates. These are they are the minions of Sahagin. As to their purpose, well, I shall get to the bottom of it. But first I must escort Severin back to the place of employment. I dare say Stalvern will be wondering what has become of him. And you too, for that matter. I will bear word to him of your preservation, but I am certain he would like to thank you in person. Pray, pay the man a visit. Gotta go stream yourself. Have a good stream, Ash. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a good one. Ah, he told me of you, but perchance he did not tell you of me. My name is Ishtola. I am a naturalist of sorts, surveying the aether in the hope that it might offer some clues to our predicament. I'd say I owed you my life, but that don't cover it. If it weren't for you, my friends would be dead and all. 'Tis a debt I can never repay, but I'll not make things worse by running away. Take me to Summerford Farms, and I'll face the consequences. Reasons I cannot fathom. You seem... Forgive me. Mayhap we shall have a chance to speak again when I have marshalled my thoughts. Until our paths next cross. Farewell. Oh boy, there's a lot of setup. Ooh, I can be lazy. I can be very lazy. Nah, I still haven't recovered my my stores of wealth that well since the last few teleports I did for no good reason. Not that I'm sure what I have now is like anything compared to what it could be. Oh, hang on. It just popped into my head. Character turn speed. No, okay. For a second there I thought there was a camera X or Y offset value, which would be nice. Speak with Stalvern. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm thinking of going. Ooh. Ooh, excuse me. Been a bit of a day. I mean, for all I've done, I did a bit. I think I did a bit today. Yeah, I did a couple things. That is a chunky boy. Holy crap! That's pretty amazing. It is legitimately. I wonder if I swapped monitors, would the other monitor be a little better than this one? For seeing things myself. I have a feeling it's the monitor that's the cause of my problems, not just the bright lighting behind it. In fact, I wonder. It's probably nothing. Ooh. He came and all. Just whap him. Just put him in the dirt. You'd return. Ishtola delivered Severin a bit ago. Tales of your heroic deeds proceed you. The rest came shuffling back too, a lot of them sorting the same haunted expression. It's me to blame for that, and the rest. I was once a serpent reaver. Thrall to the Sahagin, 7 hells. Reavers may look and sound and act like pirates, but they're not, but the fishbacks flunkies. Us pirates ain't much for laws. There's things we won't do. We've got a code, see. The Reavers have never followed a word of it. A few years back, they started snatching law-abiding Leminsons. I'd only just taken, a few years back? So before the thing? I'd only just taken my oath when our captain bent the knee to his new Sahagin masters. I knew I had to get away. So I crept off one night, got myself a new name and found myself a new home. Summerford Farms. Trouble is, secrets don't stay secret for long around here, and word soon spread all the way back to the sea. The penalty for desertion is death, and the Reavers offered me a way out. Instead, my freedom in exchange for my mates. The letter? I don't know what I was thinking. Snort. I wasn't bloody thinking, too busy soiling myself. Aye, but you got there in the end, didn't you? The time came, you made the right decision. Men say little to me, but I hear him talk of how you stood up to the Reavers at the last. Of how you tried to give your life to save theirs. That, as it may, no deed, however good, can atone for the crime of betraying your brethren. I know that. I do. That's why I'm going to hand myself over to the Yellow Jackets. I'll bring shame to the farm no more. You'll hear no arguments from me. Each man must sail according to his own moral compass. I just hope yours guides you back here someday. There will always be a place for you at Summerford Farms, lad. I'll always be in your debt, Stalrin. And he's crying. I owe you a debt too, Toasty. Not once have you let me down. Thank you for saving the men from my farm. I could ask one more favour of you. It'd be this. Tell Baderon what happened from start to finish. I'm certain he'd put in a good word for Severin if he knew the whole story. He's one of the few people I know the Yellow Jackets will listen to. I reckon I've asked all I possibly can ask of you. Safe travels, lass. Ooh. Classic. That probably means that I have to go back. And yeah? Yeah, right there. So in that case, I only need to cast Return. It takes longer, but I prefer reading the actual quest because I don't come out of those kind of conversations being like, okay, where am I going next? Why am I going there? Okay, just look at the map, find the waypoint, click on the waypoint, go to the waypoint, go to the person, skip through the person's conversation, see what the next waypoint says. Not a preferable way to play a game. For me, at least. Oof. Weird. Did it wait for me to click back in before? Yeah, probably. That's fine. Let's get rid of that. God, I wish... Well, actually, no, I can just hit M, can't I? Grid to get rid of it. I feel like talking to that dude to take the lift is actually slower than just running right and running up the stairs. It takes more brain power, I guess. Ooh. Oh, it's warm. Yeah, Baderon. I remembered his name. Good on, congratulations to this guy. Oh, that's not normally my strong point. Bloody hells, life on the farm ain't quite how I pictured it. But you needn't worry yourself over young Severin. The Yellow Jackets, as hands out the punishment, is a good mate of mine. If I ask him nice, I reckon he'd be willing to commute the lad's sentence from Angen to keel hauling kindly gent that he is to fucking keel hauling. Excuse me. I'm only jesting with you. I'll see he's treated fair. Yeah, I thought as much. If you don't know what keel hauling is, it's not much better than hanging. In fact, it's probably worse. Now it sounds to me like you've done everything all Stalra and Astoy and more, justifying me generous finder's fee in the process. Much obliged, lass. As for a reward, well, she's a lonely lady that drowned in my mind. Would you fancy keeping her company for a spell, with free room and board? Venturing's a trying business after all. Them as don't rest their bones every now and again tend to end up with broken ones. And take it from me, fighting ain't nearly so much fun when you're nursing a shattered arm. Got that? Good. There'll always be a free bet for you, so make use of it. In-rooms in general are now available. Okay. Not that you'll have much time for lying around with all the levies you'll be doing. Levies? Levies? I honestly thought he'd feel like he's trying to say levels. Oh, didn't I mention? I'm putting your name down for levies. Our guild draws all manner of clients, offering all manner of odd jobs. Honestly, you'd be amazed how much folk will pay to avoid doing an honest day's labour. Just give Tomokri a shout whenever you feel like making a few extra gil. She'll always have some task or other for you to do. Guild levies now available. Oh, and it's all above board, in case you're wondering. We're careful to stay on the Admiral's right side near, unlike some pirates I could mention. Tell ye, if it turns out they had aught to do with some kidnappings, there'll be 7 hells to pay. Proper bleeding reckoning. Mayhap, that's why Limsa needs, though. On rough seas, sometimes you have to rock the boat to right it. But we'll have time for such talk when you're well and rested. Till then, enjoy the wench's hospitality. Oh my god. That looks so much worse than what I'm wearing. You now have access to recommendations. The feature displays a list of quests or duties currently available in your area. The recommendations list can be opened from under duty in the main menu. This will be displayed automatically when you log in. If you find yourself unsure what to do next, this will make it simple to locate activities suitable for your present class and level. Nice, that's actually pretty handy. Ooh, what the? Let's put on our. Oh, it's everything. It's everything I'd expected to hate. How do I? I know there is a way to do this, isn't there? Item, character. Yeah, let's just get rid of that for now. I can't stand that. Some of those headgears are just a bit much. I'm guessing I haven't figured out what the plus symbol on some of these means. Maybe. Hang on. Maybe. Practical. Oh. Okay. I guess it means they're in some way related to the main quest, or they're like important quests, more important but not main story quests. Let's. There's a thing for this, isn't there? Where do I bring it up? Booty. Log. Player search. Play guide. No, okay. What was the other one? Active help, there we go. I search. Main quest and animals. Not this one. Exclamation marks. Important quests. Oh, okay, yeah. These ones. Quests using this icon indicate transfer to your tasks that are tied to new duties or features you have yet to unlock. Okay, so they are very important then. Okay. They unlock features of the game. That's pretty it's pretty high on the list of things you should probably do, I would imagine. Levels of Swiftwatch. Levies of Swiftwatch, sorry. Tomokri is responsible for assigning guild levies that round much, and is offering to give you an introduction to the world of levy quests. Greetings, Toasty. Aderon has been most effusive. Oh, that just got a nice outfit. Effusive in his praise of your accomplishments. Have you considered putting your abilities to use for the Adventurers Guild by undertaking a guild levy or two? Guild levies are the means by which we document requests for assistance from citizens prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft levies that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft levies that ask for the creation of goods, tasks we term levy quests are many and varied in their nature. Should you be interested to be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Swiftperch and speak with Swigskyfe. He'll be happy to set your feet on the path, completing your first levy quest. Yes, and ooh, that's a ways away. Unattuned. Okay, well that can wait for now. In the meantime, I'll pick up the main story quest here while I'm at it. Beta around the proprietor of Drowning Mansion is suggesting to put you on the road towards new adventures. Oh, how do you fare, Toasty? Rested and ready to expand your horizons? Well then I have an idea where you might try heading next. Have you heard of the Skylift out in the middle of Lanaskea? If you ever visited Wold Whisper Canyon, then must have been up and down the thing at least once. That bleeding scaffold and attached to the descent. You're likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it in the owl cargo up the cliff and face. Hard labour in that, and I hear they could use it in praise and soul to pick up the odd jobs that no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation, a bloke by the name of Workrit, and he'll be sure to put you at the work on a task or two. Alright, let's try. Can we? Let's see how. Retire to an inn room. Yeah, I want to see. I don't know what it is. What it was. Oh wow, that is a fancy freaking inn room. Orchestration. Hello. Oh, you can play. Oh, that's super cool. Well, you're not allowed to summon the aesthetician. Is that the orchestration can be used to change the music in your estate or in room, but only if you have first obtained some song rolls. Yeah. So the aesthetician is the Lux Magic Man. And what's the summoning bell? You have not received approval to hire retainers. Toy chest. You have not yet unlocked any mini games. Glamour dresser. You're not allowed to unlock it. Oh wow, there's a lot in here I've not seen. Store an item, remove an item. Equipped. Ah, okay. Oh, is that like what you call them? Sets of gear. I think that's probably it. And this is not. It is interactable. The unending journey. Is this? Ah, these are all the quests I've done. Is it? Duty. Main scenario. Main segment. Yes. Not everything shows up here. Oh, you can actually replay it. Oh, that's cool. That is very cool. would you like to do? Nothing. Oh, do I log out? Oh, do I actually lie down if I log out? That's pretty neat. Heavy oaken door. Yeah, let's get out of here. Excuse me. What was I gonna do here? I got. Oh yeah, that's him directing me to a new area. Then the one I'm really interested in, which is, I think she'll be downstairs is where she'll be. Oh, no, I know. Wait, I know how to do this. I know how to do this. Right, I only found out about this I think last night. That you don't actually just have to run all over the city to get places. There's a fast travel network. I somehow missed that. I'm pretty sure the game did actually explain it to me at one point, but I missed it. The armor can be used to store certain kinds of items with limited methods of attainment. These include job-specific gear, seasonal event garb, and so forth. To determine whether or not an item can be stored in the armor by viewing its item token window. Please note that only items with condition at 100% or above can be stored. Furthermore, storing an item will reset its spirit bonding condition, will remove customized elements such as dies and quests. How would you do that? Someone will need to call forth any retainers if you have any retainers have energies will be hired by players to maintain items in guild and let us place goods into selling. You can approve to hire retainers, speak with Fridwib, I remember that. Get. I need to go to the Arcanist Guild. Thank you very much. There we go. Game was a little quiet for myself. I can't. Kind of wanna. Hey, is this? No, that's not it. There we go. Okay. This. You know, not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. Gotta take a quick break. Throw up this, and I'll be back to you in just a few minutes. Hello, I'm back. How's it going? What was I doing? Yeah. Talking to this lady. Tactical planning. And to assess the improvement of your arc animal skills. Yes, Toasty. Time for your next lesson is upon us. Keeping well, I trust. Taking the occasional brisk walk, one cannot form sound thoughts, if one fails to maintain a sound body. Now, assuming you've been following Clehia's instruction, you should be ready to face some more dangerous threats found in western Noskea. Speak of the Roselings and wild jackals, and yes, I would have you vanquish 3 of each. 'Tis the perfect sample size. First to act as a preliminary test case, and the second to test your hypothesis, third to perfect your tactics you devised. Speaking of which, I trust your strategy will consist of more than simply flinging ruin over and over again. You're not the novice you once were, and your skills in the field ought to reflect that. Find yourself wanting for other approaches, consider the efficacious combination of aether flow and energy drain. When timed appropriately, you can simultaneously restore your own waning mana supply of mana, and deal a crippling blow to your opponent. I've literally never wanted for mana, so I don't know why they think I would need that. Let's have a look. All the way over there, and you are... Aha, they are all the way over there. So, in such a case... Ooh, it's time for a bit of a run. Let's take this as close back to the gate as we can. So there's Aetherite Plaza. I think this is probably close enough. I wonder at what point in this game will I have to start really worrying about inventory space, because I dread that. Every time you get to that point in the MMO, it's just a pain. I hope this game doesn't suffer from it too much. Oh god, the fashion. 0 out of 10 fashion at the moment. I wonder how you do. City state. I do wonder how you do that. Seven. Still too far to adequately reach. Sky. Ooh. Really? Well, it's not even much further out. I guess I'll go talk. I guess I'll complete the quest that's sitting there then. Game is freaking pretty. Like, these guys are quite not like. It's even got birds flying around. I wonder can I can't click on it. It is an ambient bird, but still, that's pretty cool. See, I never noticed detail like that in other games. Maybe I'm just drawn to it more. Maybe because it looks so pretty, I'm inclined to actually look around a bit more. These guys are clearly standing on top of the water. I don't know what's up with this. Why these guys are they not fish? Is that what they're supposed to be? Or do they stand on fins? They join? No, I didn't. I never joined. I didn't join that. Oh, actually. That's right. I want to kind of have a look at... Can I climb ladders? Assuming no? Yeah, no. Oh, the crabs. I think I fought one of them before, just for fun. Can I... Oh, you can... Oh. Wasn't expecting that to work. The game has not been very forthcoming with those types of things. Work hit. Vaderon sent you out here, did he? Then consider yourself welcome up to Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ye? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to go through though, so this mess of wood and pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. All classes, yeah, go with the all classes one. Okay, that looks a little better. That actually kind of works. I'd rather dye these colors if I could. I don't know how I will eventually be able to do that. Rose, a skylift operator needs an adventurer to deliver some forgotten packages. Ah, great gobs of gobby spit. There's still a couple of parcels left in the balloon. Wouldn't you know, the bloody courier's already left. Here now, lass. You seem to have your hands free. Do a poor sod a favour and deliver these packages to the personage what are writ on the cards there. You can read, can't you? This one's for... No, I can't read that. Singithuvo o the foremast, and others for Jessamine o de Neville checkpoint. Good lord. I kinda love them and I kinda hate them. Is it Western Linaskea? Where are those other quests? Can I go? There we go. So here, then maybe up there? Let's try that. Hello, Mr. Crab. I'm gonna have I think I attacked these guys almost straight away last time, but I'm gonna have a bit of a look on the design on this fella. Oh, look at his eyes. Oh, wow. Wow. That is a lot of idle animation gone into this. I wonder how much of this they were able to use from... Please, I wonder how much of this was in the base game, actually. That's a lot of animation work. I know it's very little, but someone still had to do that. And then, once you've set that standard for this dude, well then everyone has to do... Every enemy has to do something. Okay, this guy doesn't need to do as much, because he's just a bee. We'll find something like him later on. Oh. That's fine. Oh, no, hang on. It's not fine. If I just run, is it okay? These guys will surely help. Okay. Maybe I'll fight this one. No, he's off. He's off. Okay. Hey, you come from the pilot. You didn't happen to overhear any talk or undeliver packages, did you? Oh! You cheeky bugger. Just had a thought. That's his heal, isn't it? There we go. Okay, that's actually. Come this guy. Yeah. Hopefully I've given him the right package. I'm assuming I'm fine. Why, this is the very parcel I was expecting. Marvelous. The smell? Ah, that would be from the lavender pouches I ordered from the Red Rooster's stead. That's cute. Let's bring this up just a bit. Hopefully that doesn't... I don't think that should reverberate too much through the audio itself. The soldiers here at the foremast train until exhaustion. You see, often leaving them scant time to slew us away the day's sweat. The lavender fragrance helps cover their bodily aromas. Ow, okay. More than I needed to know, guys. More than I needed to know. Yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir. What are you gonna say? Nothing? Okay. I don't think they want me here at all. Hey, asswife. How's it going? Good to see you. How are you this fine evening? I, for one, am hot. This room is boiling. And Once again, just look at these crabs. Look how pretty they are. In a, not, you know, pretty way, but like an animation detail and, you know, living way. I really like the designs on the world, the creatures in the world and everything. It's pretty excellent. So I think that's one thing I want to see, continue to see more of. Oh, a jackal. Roselings and jackals. Okay, gotta learn how to do this properly. Oh no, I should open with that. Okay, this is suboptimal in that case. Because I use this more than I use that, so this should go here. They were one of the NPCs was harping on me earlier about using the same spell over and over, and I was like, motherfucker, you gave me these spells. Yeah, that's more like it. Totally facing the right direction. Doing pretty good. Gotta celebrate my graduation revivals and such. I was reading your tweets actually. And today I celebrate a bit more with others. Yesterday was a lot of fun. I imagine it was pretty cool getting to meet Rebs and Sasha. I think I seen, for the first time ever, I think I seen what at least Sasha actually looks like. Because Deck had a few posts of himself and the squad, and there was a few people. I didn't recognize anyone, but I'm assuming one of them was Sasha. So I have one of two people that could be Sasha in my head. And I'm not sure who the other person was. Oh. But they're all in your. What are they? What is everyone there for? Is it DreamHack or something like that? Everyone's gone to. I can't remember what the event was. Roselings. They're still away. Ah, grant. I wasn't sure if Sasha was okay with it. Oh, well, I know she'd said on stream. She said, "Oh, you know, I'm probably, if you want to see what I look like, I'll probably end up in some of Deck's pics." I think she's fairly fine with it. But good on you for not posting without asking permission first. Anyway, it's still not a bad habit to have. God knows on the internet. I might go get the big crystally boy here. Why, hello. What are you? Already known for its size in the 6th Astral Era, the overgrown land-trapped Baramets has grown even larger since the Calamity, feeding on its weakened dodos and galgoats until reaching the size of its current size of almost 2 hands. Slice it down to size, or you might be its next victim. Oh, I need to remember. I need to remember to actually cast my pet spells. I'm trying to keep a more active approach to this pet, so to give me something more to think about. Oh, it's me and another person, yeah. Where's your summon? They don't have their wee one out. I can do Control E. Flow, that gave me mana, so then I can do T. Yeah, there we go. Absorb a portion of damage dealt as HP and MP. There's something else I think they wanted me to use. Ah! Surprisingly alright. Oh yeah, I leveled up off it. Nice. It's easy to just go ahead and post it. No Sasha never submitted to me, so it'd be best to be yeah. It would definitely be the kind of thing I would be definitely asking beforehand, but I'm pretty sure she knew hanging out with Deck that it would happen, so she was okay with it, I guess, in that case. Maybe she doesn't actually give a shit at all. Which I can understand as well. I personally don't give that much of a crap about it. It might be a tad high. Let's I'll bring that down a little. I'm not gonna be too crazy with it, because the game, I feel, is fairly quiet in places. I love that attack. Like, I just use Alt Q and I send anyone flying with the power of my Wii1. Huh? Fine. You already opened it for the other. Yeah. Like, there are plenty of pictures of me available on the internet. I don't care. But if I had never posted pictures and someone posted them now, there'd gotta be a whole other thing. Never mind what you're doing in those pictures. Is it worth running? Oh, what's this? Oh, that's the levies of Swift. Oh, yeah, no, it's totally worth. Yeah, the crystal's right there, sure, I can see it. It's totally worth going to grab this. That way I can come back here quicker. If I can mark things as free to travel, I wonder how often I can mark them as. I should do that now, I think. A feeling I should mark this one, since I'll probably be coming out this direction a lot. Register favored, register free. Register a free destination. Okay, register favored. You'd have up to 3 of these registered at a time, so I may as well do it to just everything I come across. Hello. Swig. Oh, it's Swig Skyfe. I'm in charge of assigning local levy quests here at Swiftbirch. Democracy sent you me way, did she? Well then, let's get you started. Right after we see if you got the blast to overcome challenges you're likely to encounter around these parts. Take a look over that task outlined in the guild levy. You reckon you can handle it? Megalocrabs are eating all the fish in my hole, and Wawalego has the nerve to chide me over not meeting my daily quotas. I'll show him. When he hides behind the giant stuff, you grab Salmon hanging in his office to hire an adventurer to slay the crabs for me. Whoever accepts this task must be forewarned. Megalocrabs will run for help when injured. Be properly prepared to make chase. Ooh, so I need to... good to hear. Now, Megalocrabs, they like to run off with their mates when they're feeling overmatched. You don't want to find yourself armpits deep in snippers, then you'd best finish them off quickly. Return to duty in the main menu and begin the selected levy quest by pressing the Initiate button. When a Megalocrab feels overmatched, it will see battle if it reaches certain distance and another Megalocrab will appear. There's objective can be more easily achieved by slaying the fleeing creature before it is joined by more of its kind. Okay. To initiate a levy quest first... To initiate... Oh, yeah. Pressing J on your keyboard. Next, select the levy quest. Bring up detailed... The approximate location of the levy quest. You can initiate levy quest at any time while in the corresponding area. It is recommended that you wait until you are close to the objectives before doing so. This will increase your chances of becoming eligible for completion bonuses. Once you've arrived, open the journal, select the levy quest, and click on the Initiate button to begin your duty. So these ones have time limits. That's an interesting... That's an interesting... What is this? What is... That's a neat little design, but what is it for? Grab and crowd. Oh, hey, it's right here. It's green. Ooh, and there's lightning sprites around here. I need those for a thing. Wait, it's green. Wait. Huh? Grabbing... Wait, is it... Are they... inside the gate? I don't think they would be. That wouldn't make sense, would it? Let's stand roughly out here and initiate it. How about that? Cancel map. Yeah, okay, we're in the right spot. We're in the right spot. Your mind is not set to an aetherite in this area. If you return to your current home point at any time during the levy quest, you want to command reduce. Proceed. Yeah, it's fine. Recommended level plus 1. 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 4 would be 15. Can I take a 15? Can I take a level 15? I think I can take a level 15 thing. Let's give it a shot. Sure. Oh, hey! That's Evan! that is my friend, Evan. Yeah, there you go. There you are. I just noticed. I just seen the because I have so many of the names turned off. It was so strange to see a name pop up. If you want to help with the crab, that'd be swell. Thank you very much. Return to the levy met at Switchpurse. Sure. You have to invite. Oh, could you not see the giant crab? You couldn't hit him? Ah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I've literally just moved inside the gate beside me, by the way. You seem to have had little trouble. Here's a reward for your efforts. A bonus has been awarded based on difficulty. A bonus has been awarded based on speed of completion. Oh, wow, nice. That's actually pretty... Oh, wow. Oh, hello. So, I basically doubled. So I got base amount of experience. And let me have a look at fucking I reckon that'll do just fine with the rest of the jobs. There's plenty to do here at Swiftperch. Whilst with all the rebuilding and such. Be sure to make yourself useful. What do I want? Yeah, I can only take this one, sure. Something? Oh, it was... How do I... So wait, how do I... There we go. I think I've invited you to a party? Yes, I have. Oh, you're level 6. You've already out-leveled me. I mean, I know I'm probably taking my sweet time, so... Not gonna be hard to out-level me. In any way, shape, or form. But, saying it anyway. Yeah, you've a pretty cool-looking character, I have to say. QT anime grill. Although, am I taller? No, I'm just about the same height. Jesus, why are all the females so freaking tiny in this game? Oh, general? Do you oh, how do I... Ah, you tell. So wait. Wrong. You can't see it. I'm doing something in the chat window, which is... Respond to a tell. So, how do you respond to tells, then? Oh, there you go. Tell, Rinka 3.0. Got it. Huh? Oh. Huh? Did you get that? You get my freaking amazing... I mean, it's up to you. It's honestly, it's up to you, Evan. If you're wandering around with me, it's gonna take... You're gonna be slow. You're gonna be in a very slow pace, so... Okay, okay, enough of that, enough of that. Mike, you go on your mate. That's fair, that's fair. Okay, let me read some of these, whatchamacallits. You've formed a party with another player. Parties make it as possible to tackle challenges that would be impossible to overcome alone, such as defeating powerful enemies, yada yada yada. Party chat mode can be used. Oh! Ah, okay. Okay. You can change your chat mode at any time. But speed roll icon in the chat. The party list of your party's members is displayed on the left side of the screen. This can be used to quickly identify each party. Yeah, that's decently handy. Dungeons when we can. Yeah, eventually. When I'm eventually at a level where I can do dungeons. Your party will sometimes be awarded boosts. I did see that this game has level syncing in it. So if you're, let's say I get to a dungeon and you're like really over leveled, you can actually bring your level back down to mine. And as such, you can, you won't just cream it. Which is pretty neat. Your party will sometimes be awarded boosts to your various attributes based on class and job combinations. If your party is receiving one or more of these bonuses, indicated by the party bonus icon. Oh. Notified if you leave your party for another area. Ah, cool. Of course. Your party members are all the in-game embodiments of real, living people. Chances are you'll see them again online. Cameras alive and well in Eorza. Treat people well and your life in Eorza will be a pleasant one. Treat them poorly and it will come back to you. I like that they're specifically pointing out not to be a dick. When all levy quests objectives have been completed, and the option to return immediately to the issuing levy met, and collect your rewards. The rewards can be collected anytime from any levy met in Eorza. Okay. Once you have initiated a levy quest, the location decided in the minimap, levy quest targets can also be identified with a distinguishing icon. The quest duty list is replaced with the information regarding quest objectives. Oh, I completely missed this part. Whoops. When you initiate... Oh, I should have read this too. Greater difficulty setting, the higher the level target enemies will be. Difficulty also affects the completion rewards. That's... I like that. I like that. Difficulty can be lowered at any time during the course of the duty by selecting quest name duty list. Cannot be raised once the duty has been initiated. Oh, it can be lowered, but it can't be raised. So I'm honestly better off always going for a high level, I think. Speak with about loans and get levies. Yada yada yada. Cool, gotcha. Oh man, he's still got. Let's handle the other stuff. We got the waypoint here. We got the waypoint here, so we need to head out. Let me actually kill one of these lads as well. Asthma. Zoom out a bit, sure. No, we're not exactly in the best position here to see our opponent. Oh, he didn't even get to use it. Thank you. I think that was a monster log bonus. Which I knew I needed. Ooh. The amateur Dalmatica is bound. Oh, right. Best item I picked up. It's grand. I'll say party shout, yell, alliance. I'll leave that on free company for the most part. And let's go deliver this other package. And report to the Arcanist Guild at some point too. Hey, I do not care. I wonder, can I make this mini-map a little bigger? It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna keep running. How about that, okay? Oh, excuse me. There we go. Coming delivery from the Skylift. Please tell me it's the books my brother sent me from the Lithagran checkpoint. And over. Huzzah! Now I can spend my off-duty hours reading instead of losing my wages throwing knuckles with the captain. What? The god... Oh, knuckles as in... dice? Gods know there's precious little else to pass for amusement around here. I certainly hope you mean dice and not punches. I've tried to do this before, I know what happens. You beat up a few of these guys and then, oh, what the? Tell this wee one to... Yeah, okay, he's gone. And then we run all the way back. I'll avoid the jackals where we can. No reason to start a conga line. Ooh, excuse me. Would it be possible to get a guild, a free? I think it's a free company, and I'll have to just shout it out today. Actually, I can just say it in the free company. I'll say it now, sure. There we go. All sorted then. Thank you kindly, adventurer. Twouldn't do to have. I've asked them. I'll see what. I'm sure they'll say yes. I mean, I don't see any reason why. Wouldn't do to have people whispering nasty rumors about the quality of our delivery services. With all the loading and unloading, there's always the chance that something gets left behind. We wouldn't even need the damn balloons if we could carve a ramp up the cliff somehow. Ah, but the city ain't got guild or time for that. What with the beast tribes and the empire breathing down our bloody necks. Resources. Oh wait, all the competing cargo companies had to pool the resources just to get this little operation off the ground. Ha! Get it? Off the ground? Any road. We'll just have to do things the hard way for now. Amateurs duck bills. Nice. What I like to see. Yeah, this one. Oh lord. Work crit, a scan. I need to recover cargo load. Yeah, okay. Glad I am to see you again, lass. A wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprang out from a million corn seeding in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side afore turning tail and running for his life. I needed to head down the road, cover that seedling, and deliver it to Lyulf over at Swift Perch in western Lanaskea. Whatever he pays you for the cargo, it's yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside the plant, and you deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. And you also will find an aetherite in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. Ha! Joke's on you, motherfucker. I already... Oh, it's not... Ah, damn it. Son of it. I'll actually... You know, I can literally... open Dave's stream right now and ask him live on. Ooh, there we go. Um. Oh, actually, you know what? It'd make more sense if I just DM Dave in game, wouldn't it? How do I DM someone? I guess I go social friends list. Throw a whisper. Whisper? Does it? Wait, is there a difference between a tell and a whisper? Or is there even a? Is there a whisper? Tells are whispers. Okay, why name them something different? There we go. That's what I was doing. Boosh. Okay. Why avoid the jackals once more? Make me way around. Find out. Oh, it's more jackals. Or oh, I already cast. I'm trying to tell. What are these? What does my asthma and bio actually do? I feel like they do 18 seconds. Unaspected damage over time. So potency. What does potency even mean? Let's see, bio deals a potency of 100. So is that 100 damage? Or oh. Is potency like a percentage of my stat then? So like potency 35 would be 35% of whatever my damaging stat is? It's a 100 potency. Of course! How's it going, Jesus? Potency is like damage multiplier, so you've been... Oh, I've been promoted to officer. Okay. Well, that works too. Thank you for another month. And the and the messaging service. You just got beat by Gemini though. Thank you very much, both of you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the resub, the 2-month resub clone. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure, and it makes it worth it. Something funny. You're already promoted. Is this just come and tell me things time? All right. Let me. So now I need to figure out how to add someone. I have no idea. Social free company. The very company. I love the name. Members. Short messages. Applicants. Rank. Activities. Info. Ooh. Maybe. Do I have to friends list? Dave. Rinka. Invite the company. There we go. Yahoo! Ooh. What was Lasuikin? Thank you very much for the follow. I didn't realize. I'd assumed you were already. I mostly assume anyone I recognize has already followed me at some point. So, thank you very much. What? Rena joins for company. Okay, there we go. Oh. Hey, Yuki. Good to see you too. Huzzah! Yes, enjoy the... Oh, bollocks. Hang on, 1 second. Fucking slugs galore. Let's get our boy to gust him. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Aye. Sorry, I'm just messaging the group. Because I certainly will not be myself. Did I get all the million corn? I'm guessing that's enough million corn. Sure, it's grand. How are you doing? How you doing today? The Suican, Gemini, Clone, Yuki, and Jesus. Because I don't think I asked. Ooh. I guess I have unlimited power now, and I will abuse it endlessly. I mean, I won't. The odds of me abusing power in an MMO are pretty low. You play auto chess and loved it. For some reason, had no idea you were the. Yes, that is me, Whiskey. That I'm the one and the same, the one true toast. I'm glad you enjoyed it anyway. I'm the same toasty you've seen for a while. Get a closed beta? Nah, I'm waiting for it to go open beta. I think Blue was saying that it's going open beta in a week. Where in Ireland am I from? I was born and raised around Meath, and then I lived in Kildare for a good while, and now I'm living in Dublin. And that's as vague as I'm going to be. I'm not going to be much more specific than that, because you know, internet, etc. Someone could look at this in 3 years' time and figure out I'm from Ireland. Good God! Like I've made a true. Oh fuck! I didn't read his. Ah, damn it! Whatever. Just for anyone who's just come in, I'm actively trying to read all the text, so I'm miles behind everyone, and I will remain as such a way. Gives a street, at least beside the river, north. There you go. Which river? Who knows? There's a few. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day. May seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. North of the Nile, yes. At least a bit north of the Nile. As you've undoubtedly noticed, Swiftport lacks a certain, how we say, vital energy. Thus I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. A million corn, one could say. I'll be here all night. You, madame, seem fit to burst with vim and vigour. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this alien settlement? Is this just like going to be the series of quests that slowly moves me through the physical in-game world? God, I don't want. Oh, these aren't so bad. Okay, the last pair of gloves the game gave me were like huge ass mittens, and they looked awful. These are fine. I can handle this. I mean, you live in Ireland as long as you don't say Dublin, Cork, Belfast. It could be anywhere in the wilderness. It's so. I mean, well, technically Belfast doesn't count as Ireland. Evan Threep is indeed from the wildlands. Meath is not the wildlands. People from Dublin will say, you live out in sticks if you're living in Meath. Meath is like the most tame of any of the counties, the least country-ish, especially. I don't think it's got a fair bit of farming, but it's got nothing really special. It's got Tara Hill, which actually I used to be able to see from my old house, which made it entirely like special. It was just like kills, whatever. Well, Belfast it's Northern Ireland, not Republic of Ireland. Now, if you want to say it's the island of Ireland, sure, but when you say Ireland, it's assumed you're talking about the Republic. At least, well, I suppose I'm assuming that because I am in this country. Known for bog slips and road accidents. I mean, how many people where you live actually have licenses? Because I'm pretty sure it's very few. Belfast is UK, not Ireland. Yeah, no, it's Northern Ireland, or part of the United Kingdom, or part of. Technically, it's part of the British. Technically, we're all part of the British Isles because Ireland and England is British Isles. Hello, your face is full of moisture. Got moisturizer on? You're just sweating. This is Carolina. If anyone's wondering, she's the person that pops up occasionally in the corner. And I just, I'm very affectionate, as you can see. Evan says hi. Lyle, a struggling farmer in Swiftbirch, wants you to search for his deceased father's buried treasure. Calamity was a most horrendous event. Took from me father, destroyed our home, and scorched our fields. Crushed me hopes and dreams. I'm doing all the accents. Look, it amuses me, so I'm doing it. All that I have left, my dear old dad, is his notebook. He scrawled down a fair bit of nonsense in that ratty dog-eared tome, but as I was leafing through the pages one day, I found a passage, for the future, described the location where my father had buried his earthly wealth, in an area that was once a bustling neighbourhood. I was not aware of our family possessed much in the way of treasure. Could the crafter scallion have scrolled away a bulging bag of gil or precious stones? Just think of the contribution I might make to Swiftbirch's revival with such a fortune at my disposal. The catch? Ah, yes, the catch. The area is crawling with bandits and wild jackals. I need you, to search among the derelict houses in the flock and dig up the casket my father buried. Alright. So, I'm guessing... God, no. Is it... over here? I don't need a shovel or anything, do I? I probably don't. Digging up graves! Woo! 10 out of 10. When do I get a mount? I think you can rent chocobos from level 10, and I think someone said you get a company chocobo at level 15. That's what I was told. So I'd assume level 15. You get the basic mount. You should actually, Evan. You should. If you're looking at mounts, pop over to Dave's channel, and look at the mount he has. It's goddamn adorable. It's like a little blob cat, and it's just freaking amazing. Unfortunately, it cost real money, so I won't be getting it anytime soon, or ever. Probably never. If subscribing to the game will already be enough of a task, I would think. Excuse me. Not burping into mic is usually a pretty good start for most streams. My father was a frugal man, thus I expect the cast to hold quite a substantial bounty. Plain looking box, believed to contain the effects. It's gonna be fucking nothing, isn't it? This is my father's entire earthly wealth. Aye, there's naught here but a fistful of wheat seeds. What in the Orza could have possessed him so to so carefully conceal such a mundane... Ah, I remember now. He once told me that our family's wheat was as stubborn as weed. It was one of the few crops that could take root in the barren soils of western Lanascea. With these seeds, our lifeless fields could once again sprout golden stalks. Thank you. Oh, thank you. You have truly given the settlement a chance to build a new future. Oh my god, another one. It's like throwing new clothing at me. Oh, sugar. This one? Damn it, I like the color of the other one. Actually, what's the difference between these two? -1. How do I compare? Vit mind, spell speed, intelligence. Oh, those are really good. I mean, those probably aren't actually that good, but they sound really good. God damn it. Conjurer gets a unicorn as a class quest reward pretty early, I think. Ooh. What about, I think Threep's on a pally. Wee pally boy. Freyloaf. Freyloaf, a yellow jacket on guard duty. Sit up straight, by the way. Freyloaf, a yellow jacket on guard duty in Swiftport, wants you to visit Brewer's Beacon and investigate the reason behind the waning light. You there, adventurer, cast your eyes towards the Brewer's Beacon. Does the night not seem uncommonly weak? Brewer's Beacon? It cannot be bright enough to guide ships sailing in the bay. March over the lighting house and investigate myself. Duty bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favour if you could make a visit to the Brewer's Beacon, see if aught has befallen Caspies. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with... Like, I know these quests are basically just a tour of the thing, but I like the way it's basically go, do one quest, then go to the next area, then do one quest, and then go to the next area, and it's nicer than what I've seen in other games where it's go, do like 8 to 10 quests, do like 2 hours worth of quests, then you get to go to the next area. So I suppose this might just be, whoa, what is that? That is a true crab. That is like crab prime. I want to fight it. I want to fight it. Oh, it's a fate as well. Sweet, we're fighting it. All right. You go over there. Stay away from me, please. And boom. And cast your bigger spell. Yeah, okay. Getting him to focus Carbuncle behind. Hey, we've got weeb games for days. Oh, wrong button. Did I make it out in time? I got a bit of a lag to handle. So I need to get out of those a lot quicker than I would normally have to. Than I think most other players would normally have to. But I think most of the people I'm playing with are going to be dealing with the same thing. You're below this Fate's recommended level. Yeah. Oh, fuck it. Go nuts, dude. Fucking your shit will not be telling me that my reward won't be as high compared to other people when I'm doing... So, Aetherflow... It restores this? It restores 1 point of that every time? Let's keep the miasma up. Bio. Okay, I got this. So yeah, I just realized if I'm manually commanding the pet, it means I need to move them whenever the enemy actually moves as well, which I wasn't quite thinking of. Heal, stay, away, place. Is there a way I can get him to, like... Okay, sorry. I'll keep attacking now. I think I'm doing the more damage here. Look at that beautiful crab. Come on, cast a spell. Don't be shy. I suppose I am DPS-ish kind of thing. Maybe, I don't know what this guy is. Monk? That's monkey. I just died in 6 arms tonight. Okay. Oh, I wanted to look at his corpse. Ah, lame. I wanted to have a good look at him. I know he would have had the same model as the other one, but you know, in larger detail, I get to see more of what the base model is as well. If I just keep running around, will they stop aggroing on me? Oh, can I? No. I'm a little disappointed in the level of freedom in terms of walking around. You say a yellow jacket sent you here. Me light growing dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace is up and buggered off, you see. If you don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble in the water. I know you're just a messenger, lass, but I can tell a venturer when I see one. I'm gonna need ye to chase down that bomb and bring back a claw, what you ripped from its smouldering corpse. Take this 'ere iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. Get a nice fire going and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch you don't singe your eyebrows. You get to fight a bomb. It's a classic. It's a goddamn staple of the Final Fantasy diet. I'm interested. I'm interested to see what it is, what it looks like. Will it kill me immediately? Oh hey, I lost. Where did Cambroncle go to? So Frexes, do you approve of this? I've set up my bars with like. So this is QE or FT. Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm probably gonna change. I don't know. I could change into things on the mouse. Then I've got Control QERFT and Alt QERFT for controlling the pet, and then of course 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Am I doing it right? Am I officially a good at MMO? I know probably not. What kind of setting control? But well, shift doesn't do anything. Ooh, so I'm super used to using Alt, and I'm actually going to do that right now. I hate using Control. Control is my least favorite button to use. I've been actually finding it a little hard to press it, so changing that to Shift. I could still use Control later on down the line for like things I'll use occasionally, but Shift I think makes more sense. Q, E, or... This is wrong. Target enemy attacking you. 1, Shift 2, Shift 3, 5, Shift 6, Shift 7. Okay. There was something else I wanted to change. So it was QE, or it should be Alt T. Oh, wait. Oh, I see what's wrong. This should be Shift F? QE or T, F. I'm literally deciding between which one of these goes in which slot, and I feel like F should go here in this line, and T should go in this, and it literally makes no difference. It makes no difference, but it makes more sense in my head if the buttons that are on the same line on the keyboard are all placed together, and the one that's the lower line down is on its own. Okay, you get me? Makes perfect sense, right? Anyway, and that means I need to change F and T here. T and F. And apply. Make sure to apply, because I actually changed this once already. But forgot to. So swap you around. So F is heal. Q and E and R are dots. Q is basic attack, essentially. Alright, yeah, let's do this. Let's do the bomb thing. I'm excited to see the bomb. Set the iron brazier on the ground near the scarecrow. Wait. What kind of freaking scarecrow is this, by the by? Terrifying. Do I... Oh. I'm supposed to interact with it? There we go. Hey, look at that fella. I like this camera, by the way. I like this camera a lot. The enemy cam is actually pretty nice. And fairly cinematic as they go. He did the thing! He did the thing! He exploded. Nice. Alright, let's roll. Like, being able to do this. This just feels nice to me. Ah. Oh yeah, no, that's purely for cinematic purposes. Like, I would not be able to play with that for anything. But I am streaming it, so cinematic purposes does suit me. Like, I do want to make it look cool occasionally, maybe. Actually, Frexes, I might ask you a question. Do you use standard or legacy camera type? Because I'm currently on legacy, because it allows me to just, you know, immediately run backwards at full speed. Whereas the other one made it so that you kind of slowly walk backwards, a bit more like this. Or is there a better way to do that? Because otherwise I feel like I'd need to do this to run away. With using the standard camera controls. You'd use the Mac pedal, okay. It feels inefficient. Because I prefer, like, I don't know how much difference turning away from an opponent makes. It's what I've always had in every game, though. Yeah, it's what I had of first, but then I realized I was moving out of. I was actually thinking about moving away from things, so I figured I may want to get the best thing. I'm guessing maybe there might be some attacks that might actually hit me in the back, and that might be a bad thing. All you need to do is take down the runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. Oh, I fucking already... Lad. Ah, you got the ashy bastard, did you? So put this little firecracker in the furnace. That should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you were gone, and Limlayan cursed me if the furnace weren't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bully bomb was able to escape. Patched things up the best I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to have a chat with the yellow jacket friend of ours on Swiftpurge and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Oh, just beat the Lich as the Paradox and unlock the Gunslinger! Oh, wait. Oh, you know, I'm putting it on a bit. It's not really, I don't think I'm putting on Irish so much as I'm just putting on an accent when I'm talking for these characters. It's more fun for me. That's pretty much my reasoning. Let's shift. No, it's shift. Oh no, you should be shift. Well, you know what? F makes sense. F does make sense. Maybe I'll change that later. So, you've beaten the Lich as Paradox, but now your run has restarted, correct? So you're playing as Gunslinger immediately? Because, you have not unlocked the Gunslinger yet. You need to finish as Gunslinger before you unlock Gunslinger. Yeah. I knew that when I was first doing it, and I lost my first run due to idiocy. I got right to the very end of it, and I lost it due to pure idiocy. You're on Rainbow. Oh, you're fine. Actually, no, you're probably fine. You're probably fine. Yeah. I hope Rainbow Runs doesn't stop the progress. I'm assuming it doesn't. Furnace is damaged, is it? Very well. I should write up the relevant reports, but these repairs must be effected without delay. Seems I have another favour to ask of you, adventurer. Take yourself straightway to the Armourers Guild in Limsa Laminsa and explain the situation to Forge Master Hamza. I'm gonna go with Hamza. Oh, so they want me to go straight back to... Oh, hey, you know what? That works out perfectly, because I needed to go back to the Arcanist Guild anyway. Yeah, there's a few things I need to go to here. Neat. Boop. The rainbow runs. I mean, it's probably because I've put 200 hours in as the non-rainbow runs, but I don't like the rainbow runs because I feel like I just get less items overall, and I'd rather have multiple worse guns than one really good one that I keep running out of ammo with. I'd rather have multiple worse ones. Often because I will basically do whatever I can to not use the starting. Hey, Whiskey, thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. That means a lot, man. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Enjoy your toast, and God knows when we get there. Enjoy the. I've honestly, I'm half tempted. So my two emotes at the moment, because I haven't. Well, my girlfriend hasn't bothered to make any of them. I'm half tempted to swap them. So the tier 1 is the Gasm one, because it's clearly the superior emote, right? It's goddamn fantastic. That was all Carolina's work, by the way. My partner drew both of them. Literally for the Gasm one, I gave her like an example of some other people's Gasm emotes, and I was like, oh, and like put some butter on it or something, and that's what she came up with, and I was just floored by the genius. Your main quest is done. Well, you get to stay there until I can get there. Totally get you with the rainbow runs. So much less loot, and it's only a select few items that keep you rotating. It's a lot quicker because I don't have to. Yes, it is way quicker. It is definitely quicker, and honestly, I would recommend it for new people because it lets you experience some of the cool, powerful weapons. But for me, who's played it a lot, the lack of variety is boring for me, I guess. And not boring is not the right word, but it's restricting. Can you imitate a Scottish accent? Probably. I don't have a starting point, so I won't be able to. I can't just do it now. I need to like listen to a Scottish accent to get it, and it probably wouldn't be that good anyway. It'd probably be pretty offensive. Oh, you know what I could do? Hang on, I know exactly what I can do. If I read something out in written as though it were Scottish. This is a comic I seen. Hello, did you come to challenge me? The new challenger's so cute. Don't you fucking touch me, you posh twat. Ah, you fucking bampot. Your man's a fucking roaster. Nah, I'm going too Dublin with that. I'm going a bit too Dublin with that. That's not quite Scottish. I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot later. But I'm probably gonna need to listen to a Scottish accent proper. Dave's accent is Scottish, but it's not the proper strong Glaswegian Scottish. The one that's like the traditional Scottish accent. Oh, okay. Be my first time tanking. Oh, actually tanking. It was, yeah. I was going in and out of it. Actually, no, the middle. I'm pretty sure the middle part was where Pokemon fought you. Fight, Pokemon fight, we twat. There's a character in this area that naturally all their dialogue is written as though they have like a heavy Scottish or Northern Irish accent, and it's very easy to just slip into it when I'm reading the text. Yeah. Threep's already ahead of me. Threep started after I started this, and he's already a few levels ahead of me. Not surprising, because I'm reading goddamn everything. The levy's the way to go. Is that Sastasha? You can get levels with going further in main story quest. I got 9 different bullet modern like logo. And yeah, I've done that rainbow chest run, and I don't. I'm not a fan of it because I've used the base guns so much, especially Housewife. I don't know if you played Gungeon. Oh, quick shout out while we're talking about Gungeon. Gungeon is currently free on the Epic Game Store. If you have an Epic Game Store account, or you don't mind making one and downloading the client, you can get Enter the Gungeon for 100% free right now. Don't even need to put in any credit card details. You can just claim it. Boom, it's yours. And it is an excellent game, and I super definitely recommend it. It is one of my favorite roguelikes and one of my favorite games. Anyway, as I was saying, especially when the game first came out, it was a lot harder, and you had to be way more conservative with your ammo and your weapons and stuff, and you ended up using your base gun a lot, and it was really freaking annoying. So I really don't like using any of the base guns in the game as a result of that. I probably have no idea what I'm doing. I mean, you have to learn somewhere, right? You have to listen to Dave a lot to figure out that he said I copped it immediately, but he's only across the water from me, so it clicks in my head. I can get a Scottish accent, no problem. I get called, people confuse me for American, and a few people for Canadian all the time, actually, because in terms of Irish accents, mine's quite milky, and by milky I mean watered down. But I was thinking about milking tea to like make the tea less, you know what I mean. Welcome back, Toasty. How did it feel to conquer such ferocious foes? Let us ride the wave of triumph onto an even more demanding and dangerous challenge. Your next training exercise will have you accompanying Forcier Clea Kalihia on one of her inspections. I actually really like this character, so I'm excited to go out with them. Experience will afford you to the opportunity to witness firsthand the practical application of Arc Anima. Pray, do not tarry, Toasty. Khaleesi awaits you on the floor below with further details. Okay. Irish, but then, as I've said, you'd know the one, but people who only know TV Irish or movie Irish don't think I sound Irish. Because TV and movie Irish is either heavy Dublin or heavy North. Whereas I'm Meath, which is heavy nothing. Not much of anything. And Treep will tell you my accent is right balls compared to his. And anyone he knows. Oh yeah, down. Oh wait, how do I go down? Ooh, this way. Cool. Thinking about your accent the first time I joined the stream, couldn't place it, but I was thinking Europe due to the time zones. Then I noticed that you somehow pronounced your I's and R's, and I was like, yeah. I do spend a lot of time watching people. Like, I've spent years watching YouTube and everything, and American and people from all over the place, so my accent is fairly tempered, and Meath, to begin with, is a very, very toned down accent. I'd say if I'd come back from working with my dad over summer, I'd have a fair bit more Cavan in me, and you'd notice the accent a lot quicker. And a few beers does wonders for getting the accent out, because you're not thinking as much, so your mouth just goes to like the easiest way to sing things, which is just the most naturally close to what you've grown up doing. Timely experience. Oh yeah, this lady. I love this lady. A timely appearance as I expected. Should we proceed directly to the job at hand? I'm tasked with examining the wares of Goblin Peddler caravan run by the Boylestocks family. Our agents suspect that the beastmen merchants are dealing this is in forbidden goods. As such, I've calculated the announcing of the inspection has a 60% chance to inviting physical violence. I prepared a strategy to respond to the possible shift into hostilities, but there is an important precondition you should be made aware of before we discuss the finer points of my plan. While I am considered gifted in the formation of tactics, I lack the reflexes and coordination necessary to employ many of the self-same strategies in the field of battle. Pray keep this factor in mind and adjust your perceptions accordingly. This lady legitimately, like, when you first meet her, she's like, you would only falter up to a threat level of 9,300 something. It's like they just I'm pretty sure that was just straight up Dragon Ball reference. Now, should the goblins offer battle, you are to execute combat protocol 1345, otherwise known as stratagem focus fire. You and your Emerald Carbuncle will concentrate your attacks on a single foe, and one by one, the enemy will wither under the combined onslaught. Probability of victory 95%. Reports place the peddlers in the vicinity of the cook pot in the middle of Las Mosquea. I'll depart immediately to assess the situation and seek me out once you've arrived. Ooh, I like her. She seems neat so far. So presumably she dies immediately. Ooh, oh, is this just like these players? I wonder. No, these are NPCs. It's just everyone's got a carbuncle. You think they'd have made the summons a bit more diverse? I really do love all the different accents. I've had quite a few colleagues from Ireland who actually professionally trained to get rid of their accents, but I thought was that I would not do that. I don't think I could. Well, I mean, people don't have a hard time understanding me. I don't think, so I wouldn't feel the need to do that. But you know, I'm guessing if it's like actually detrimental, I can imagine. It is annoying having to constantly repeat yourself, and it would actually be, you know, more beneficial to just like learn to enunciate better and such. But I think I'm alright. I think people mostly get what I'm saying, except I can speak at like really fast speed sometimes, and I'd say it would probably get a little harder to understand me then. But I generally will avoid that when I'm streaming, except that bit where I was reading there. Aetherite. I want to go to... Yeah, actually, Aetherite Plaza works. Feel when you can no-hit the dragon but take 2 hits again. Housewife, you've no idea. I have memes in place for just such an occasion. And let me see. You could die in Chamber 1 with over 200 hours. Observe. I have that ready for the next time I stream Gungeon, because God knows I can do it. I've been there. I've done it, man. We all lose sometimes. I think there was another one. I have another meme on the ready on the same format. That's for I think it's something about Amaconda. There it is. Ooh, Threep, Evan. This little foofball here. Hang on. Oh my God! Look at him. Look at that. Look at that adorable motherfucker. Honestly, I wish I could get the camera to behave a little more. Dave has this, but bigger and as a mount. Jesus, literally, that you can get this as a mount, and it's like, it's huge. It's huge in comparison. Yuki. Thank you for the follow. That fat glute. Where was I going? It's. Oh yeah, of course you play. Jesus, you've actually played this. You actually know. There's no point in me doing. It's a freaking adorable. The cosmetics in this game are pretty on point, I have to say. They do put some legit work. Chamber 5 hammers. The hammers I've gotten used to. The hammers are fine because the hammers always do the exact same thing. They always fire out in a figure of 8, and they always fire out after a given thing. Chamber 5, what gets me the most are the blobby boys. Chamber 5, the various blob enemies totally messes me up. I don't think I want to talk. Wait, who am I talking to now? Okay, I need to go to this area. Is there... Yeah, there's no easy way to run over there, so may as well. There's no easy way to teleport over there, so I may as well just run. What's all this about? I'm guessing this is an event. Calamity Salvager, Recompense Officer, and Livery Moog. Fucking Moogles are so cute. Gold Saucer event, Make It Rain. Ooh, can I... Is it easy to do? Greetings, Tall One. I'm a Delivery Moogle, Koopa. Oh, I know what you're thinking. Moogles are supposed to hide in trees and avoid contact with outsiders. Why ever would they agree to carry about letters? Why indeed? If I had my way, I'd be curled up under the canopy of a nice oak, dreaming about some beautiful mooglet with a rainbow-coloured pom-pom, Koopo. But no, the moon had to go and drop from the sky, causing all of the terrible commotion. The Aetherites were shattered, link pearls rendered useless, For moons, poor wingless people of Eorza had no way of communication with each other beyond screaming at the top of their lungs, which no one really approved of, Kupo. That is until Little Horned Ones asked us to assist them by delivering messages. At first, we were wary of showing ourselves, worried the one of you might catch us and skin us, like you do every other forest furry. But once we saw how much we were appreciated, we knew we'd found our calling. I personally promised to try and not read any along the way. Try. No new letters for you. Yeah, no, I didn't think there would be. Talk to... I don't remember where. Pretty much extra gold saucer currency and some event cosmetics. What's a gold saucer? Oh, also, fun fact. Oh, is this one upside down? No, this one isn't upside down. This says "Come one, come all." I noticed that. I noticed this in the Hat in Time, but whenever you get, it seems like some games, the way they fake an alien-looking script is they kind of just take the word and turn it round, but not all of them. It looks like for this one they make it go outwards. And I know in A Hat in Time to make a alien script, they just flipped it over essentially. So you were looking at the opposite side of the paper. The gold something. Pretty much Funfair Gamble House. Oh, well. Over to Gold Saucer and make the most of the 50% bonus rewards on offer during this season's limited time event. Mention it's only for a limited time. I have no idea where the Gold Saucer... Oh, is it probably that? It's probably that. I have to guess now. Anyway, where was I? What was I doing? I was doing quests. We're trying to... Okay, I got the Black Hole Gun, and since Gunslinger has the password that gives you all them synergy, I think it's probably fine then. Yeah, no, I'd say you're pretty good. Hang on, which one's the Black Hole Gun? It's not Dark Matter. The Dark Matter gun is the one that's crap. The Black Hole Gun is the one that's good, I think. The furnace in the Brewer's Beacon and needs repairs. Beauregot's beard. I just sent someone out to tinker with it not past a week. Mayhaps the bomb can space I dropped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Yes, give me them leather sandals, BB. Alright. What's this mean? Is this like a gear score? I'm guessing that's like a gear score kind of thing, right? Yeah, I honestly, I should probably just be using this button for the most part. I don't think it's actually a big deal for me at the moment to really be paying super attention. No resources can be accessed by speaking with one of the... Oh my god. Do you want water? I need a lot of water right now. Service can be used to send messages. Guild anyone on your friends list. Okay. I have 0 fashion whiskey. Mine's... No. I'm too late now. I have a bit of I have a sore throat incoming. Hey, how is my fashion better? My fashion is literally whatever I get given to me. It's purely you know, low level, give me whatever you have stuff. This is just cloth armor, in fact, really. Although I am generally proud of the character overall. I may have put some time in off stream to make her look fantastic. Naza, head of Naldik and Vimelis, wants you to assist with a workload over at the Morabi docks. I do concede immediate. Well, Okay, if I'm being honest, I'm not a big fan of the French maid outfit. I'm just gonna throw that. So, I don't know what his maid outfit. I just don't like it that much. Um, Although I am curious to see what else you can do game with fashion. I personally, I'm generally always about that, like, in a game like this, I'm always about the practical fashion. So the fashion that actually looks like you are an adventurer, and you are actually going out to kill some bitches. Like, I'm all about that. Let's say you're taking on some work for the Naldik Vimeli. With great Hulk and warship to build, you could certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Athbjorn, the head shipwright at the Morabee dry docks. I must keep an eye on the time, it's getting late. We forge most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armourers Guild. The actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower Lenoskea. It's also where you'll find the main offices of Naldik and Vimeli's. Morabee Dry Docks is one of Limsa most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure you'll not regret tuning yourself to the area's Aetherite. If you've no confidence in your sense of direction, you'd best serve making use of the Chocobo Porters, first floor of the Midden Mists, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate, follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Oh yeah, sure, we're grand. Literally go out this way? Oh no, hang on. Let's jump up a level. Ah, even further down. Okay. What are these dotted lines? Are these trade? What are these dotted lines? They're not the way to get around. I'll run around this way anyway. No, I'm no rage or rush. I can run on my own 2 feet. Only trouble I have is well, talking in the meantime. It shows the adjoining zone you think, the dotted line, but does that mean that I can follow? So I know this one is like Linsa Laminsa to Lower Lanaskea, but is this dotted line Linsa Laminsa? Oh, you know what it probably is? It's probably a fucking shipping route. Would that make sense? We'll see. We'll see very quickly because we'll be going over this bridge very soon. And I have a fair feeling it's probably a ship route. Maybe you can get the ships that way instead of I don't know if it can get ships in this game. Did I wait? Okay, Carbuncle is still there. Gotta make sure Carbuncle is with me at all times. Almost definitely. So basically, I have no idea. Ooh. I'm the first thing I do when the stream's over is I'm taking some other fucking strepsils. Giving my throat a bit of a rest. I haven't had a good look at these little ladybugs. I was saying this a bit earlier, but the like, maybe I just never paid attention to it when I was playing something like WoW or Guild Wars. Maybe the game never really caught my attention, you could say. But like even the littlest, tiniest monsters have a lot of like, it's got a proper idle animation, proper detailing on them. Like a lot of work for a fucking throwaway little one. Like, look at that. Look at the detail on this mother. Okay, to be fair, for the tendrils they probably just threw a texture on. This seems fine. Okay, let's keep going. Hey, yes. Okay, it looks like I'm exactly right. Level 12. Ooh, Frexies. When's mounts? When mount? When mount? I think Threep Evan was asking it earlier. Mount at 20-ish. Oh god. Darn. Someone yesterday had said 15, but I guess that's not a thing. Or he called it a company mount, so maybe that's a different thing? Oosh. I think I remember being down here at some point for something. Ah, but I didn't attune the 8th right. Because I'm a fool. Level character. Yeah, well, why would you? Wait. Ooh. Oh, I'm starting to feel that bit of a blap in the throat. I did attune to this either right. I'm a fool. Love the dramatic crunch. Set home favorite. I've been setting favored ones like a mother. I'm assuming I'm okay with doing that. I certainly hope I am. Oh, hello. Oh, I can't go down. Oh well. Okay. I was wondering how far I could push that. Cause this is yeah, it must just be right about here. I just happened to go over that bit. Alright, okay. Athburn. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Hananza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of materials I ordered over a moon's past. Let's see it then. Oh, he's gonna be pissy, isn't he? Blast and botheration. Another delay. I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of the... Oh, this is going to be the introduction to like, crafts, I'm guessing? Might I have your name? Toasty. Possibly here. Toasty, is it? Well, Toasty, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory. The first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may have lost a bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. Victory is more than a simple warship. It's the symbol of Limsa Laminsa's rebirth, from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umble era. Did I catch up to Dave yet? Clone, I'm not even caught up to Evan. I'm not even caught up to Threepwind, who started after me. Dungeon with minimum embarrassing? Nice, very nice. 10 out of 10. Would not get. I'm certain I will utterly embarrass myself. The Victory is more than a symbol of worship. The symbol of Lincoln's rebirth from the wreckage of, I read that right. As we are striving to complete our construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thalassocracy. Maybe I should join us, Clone. Join us in the running straight past me race. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there is no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Give me your... give me them cotton slops, son. Yeah. I need to level up before I can even use them, but, you know, whatever. Sweet slops. Oh, right. I literally just straight back to him. Where in the seven hells is that man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late for a shipment. Now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, a young man named Frulsmid, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve the several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Laminsa, but has yet to return. Oh, yeah. That's it. It's my official title for this for streaming Final Fantasy. For streaming any MMO, I'll make it a regular thing. Butts, beautiful butt spot. 10 out of 10 out of freaking 10. I've sent several missives to Hal Broda. His replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the ride, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. That man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling the whole truth. Oh, they want me to cast out again. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Hal Broda that if he insists on playing these games, I'll personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Where are we? All right, we're literally running across the city. I like, so Budspot is great, but I find he's a little too frequent at times. But I like that you can set the frequency, and I've set his frequency quite a bit down. So he only Budspot only pops in every now and then, and it's a nice surprise every time he does. Time to hop in and die in heads. Clone, I bought a capture card the other day, and it'll be on the way. It'll be on the way soon. I should have it by Tuesday. And the second I get it and set it up and troubleshoot it and go through like probably a nightmare of a setup process, I'm playing Cadence of Hyrule. I bought a capture card for consoles, for HDMI ports. It should work with the Switch. I believe it should. I'd have been misled by what I read otherwise, and I'd be pretty pissed off about it then. Does the self-righteous dog Athbrim doubt that I've never told him anything less than the truth? Let's give it to him. Yeah! Get wrecked, son. Turtleback Island? He cannot do that. Can he? I swear, me poor Nana's grave. Navigator rest her soul. I've naught of this Frulsmid, nor his precious supplies. Hells. You here at the quay have had enough trouble the past few suns with the sinking of the Lomisian cargo ship off the Salt Strand. The time to take a proper piss, let alone note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. Hey! Let's put on our new leggings. Is the fashion? Oh no, the fashion's awful. Oh dear lord. That is. These are like business pants for a middle-aged like. It's like business pants for a middle-aged dude in the 70s. I do not approve. I do not approve. Oh, right, I have to talk to him again. I want to know... They actually, Evan, if you read it, they tell you. The teleportation itself costs no mana, nor does it actually cost money. However, those coming in and out must pay a fee to those maintaining the crystals, because, you know, they're maintaining the crystals. They're using that money to keep the crystals in good stead and keep them well protected and so on and so forth. It's probably the same money you get when you do quests in towns where they're like, oh, defend a town or something like that. I haven't done a quest like that yet, but I'm assuming I'll have to do a quest like that. People trying to smash them so they got them. Exactly. What Vex is it? Like, it literally does say that. It's like, you know, people just because they're there, people want to break them, so they have to pay. They have to pay guards. They have to pay maintenance on the thing. They have to make sure it stays in good health, and that's what all the money goes towards. So the money's taken from you when you arrive. Oh man, big crystal. Oh, we're getting into that deep shit now. It's from those round earth conspiracists as well. Now, the way I see it, if you've time to be standing here questioning my character, you'll certainly have time to get your arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for the survivors of the wreck. Who knows? May just run across the guy. I accidentally skipped that bit of text. Anyway, I may just run across the dude. Where am I supposed to be? Oh. Somewhere up that way. Okay, got it. I like the idea. I actually quite like that idea of Big Crystal. The Big Crystal conspiracy. Do I go this way? Oh, yeah, you suffer from that. It's a painful sufferance. Every now and then you just throw some money into. How do I? Don't zoom in on me. Can I walk close to it? Will it attack me? I want to look at it. Well, I don't know what the symbol beside it is. I have a feeling it's bad, given it's got a little. It's like a little touch of red in there. That usually means bad. Oh, hey, it's Frulsmouth. Oh, what is that? Oh, what is? Oh, wow. Ooh, oh man, I cannot wait to get out of these, like, rural areas and into the real fucking fantasy stuff. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fair, Clone. The only reason I got... The main reason I got into FF14 is because Frexy's here in chat has already been recommending the game for, like, years. And that combined with watching everyone play it recently, it was when I was watching it, it was basically the music and the visuals sold me. And again, you know, maybe I'll hit it, but it was a tenner, so Evan, according to Fraxy's, it's level 20-ish. I'm Frilsmid. You say the foreman's wondering army whereabouts. I thought he might be, but you must know, I cannot show me face at the dry docks until I've righted the terrible wrong I've caused. There's one specific fight you hope I get to. I'm okay with aiming for like a specific fight. I think another person tweeted at me, Lost Chain actually. He's another streamer out there. I believe he's Hawaiian. So it's an interesting an interesting perspective. But Lost Chain was saying I need to get at least finish Heavensward. Now that's probably hours and hours and hours of content, so I don't know that I will get that far, but I'll definitely take it into consideration. 2 nights passed. Oh, Frex, actually, this would be an interesting. This would be a question for you as well. Okay, let me give you a second to this. In games, bar healing and tanking, the other two things I generally like are high mobility, characters that can and should move around a lot, and AoE. I've heard Bard. So I've heard, basically from what I've read, Summoner has the most AoE in the game, which is neat, but it is a DPS class, so Summoner does the most AoE, and also has a lot of short or instant cast abilities, so they can be very maneuverable compared to, say, the Black Mage. And Bards, I think bards, dragoons, and monks are all very movement heavy too. Bard is okay. AoE is okay, but they can move whenever and wherever. Oh, they cast as they run. They can cast and run, which is that's a pretty interesting way to do it. 2 nights passed. I made the trip for the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay. Just as Foreman asked, the seas were right rough. Captain of the cargo ship was the wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time he was halfway twixt the shore and the ship, swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms, and 'twasn't long before the waves had a hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Lamencian galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the salt strand. Made every effort to salvage it, but the stands are calling with quickern, and I ain't one with sword. Now you see why I cannot return to dry docks. Inscast abilities on Dragoon and Monk have positional attacks, so they get damage bonuses if they're attacking flank freeze on, which means they're constantly moving about. That sounds super interesting to me as well. Dragoon, I think Dragoon comes in Heavensward. I don't unlock it till I get to Heavensward content, maybe, or maybe not that far, but I don't know. And they're also melee. Okay, that I might give it a shot. Oh, they're from Lancer. Okay. And changing jobs takes a while. I know that much. When I awoke, both ships were... Oh, yeah. Let's go. Searching. Become a Lancer and start the path to Dragoondom. Ooh, oh, these lads are Kickians. Patent pending. I like it. I keep going to hit 1, 2, 3, and 4 since I changed my abilities around. Yeah, let's cast Miasma. Let's remember to do that. Did you just squeak like a party popper? Okay. I'll accept. I accept it. Interact. Should really be opening with Miasma here, because it's one that takes a while to cast. Hello. There we go. That's what I want to see. I want to see both of these numbers going at the same time. So this battle music around here sounds very similar to some other IP. I can't remember. I think it's James Bond. I want to say it's James Bond. That goes da 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 da. Or maybe it was Final Fantasy. Maybe it is actually straight up from Final Fantasy. I'm just like completely misremembering it. It's something from GoldenEye. Okay, I'm not crazy. Take 3 items to Frulsmut. I love this. Okay, I'm actually gonna make some legit use of that. Oh shit. It's gonna be hard to navigate it properly though. When I actually need to move in a fight, it's a little trickier. Ooh, okay. It lets me strafe the enemies pretty easily, though. You know what, this would actually probably be a really good camera for, because it always moves me relative to my opponent. Oh, that's actually that's useful. Interesting. I'd imagine that'd be really handy for the likes of monks and dragoons, given they want to specifically go positionally around the opponent, and if you can circle them perfectly, that's like I would imagine that's the optimal way to get around them. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, a rag doll if you will, and it weren't long afore the world around me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But Io, the navigator, wouldn't see me to the gates of seven hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore. And here I's been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. There you go. The missing parts. Don't know how I can repay you with money. I'll deliver the supplies right away. But first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Ah, oh, dude. Could you tell Athbirm I'll be back at the dry docks by daybreak? Many thanks, adventurer. I'll not forget this kindness. That's pretty cute. Him actually being like, let me go, like, apologize to the lady whose husband I fucking murdered. I got killed. The road do not like the vowels. Ooh. There we go. And I do not like this map. It is large and cumbersome. Actually, Frex, any recommendation on buttons that would be so useful to have on my mouse? I'm relieved to hear that both Frilsmid and the supplies are unharmed, though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that which was obviously out of his hands. See, there was no storm that day. The seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. That leads me to believe the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep was less of a natural sort, the sort of which Sahagin have been known to conjure. You usually put mounts on your mouse. I suppose they would get used incredibly often, so that does make sense. I currently have that camera one on the mouse, and I'm I'm happy to keep that there for now. Ash Picatrix. Vitally important we immediately equip all new fashion items and have a good look at them as well. Ah, it's too dark. God damn it. The nights seem to last so long. Do some fights have abilities you only use in that fight, so that could be a good idea. Ooh, maybe. Victory Foreman that does come around for an important job involving dry dock security. Toasty. I originally had doubts about your motives. You've repeatedly proven yourself, and as an asset to Nil, Naldik, and Vimelis. I still do. What? What? When? When did he ever cast doubt on me prior to this? I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gimthota, head of the watch here at the dry docks, believes the pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory, and she requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. By all limits of laments endured before, during, and following the calamity, there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state just so that they might line their pockets with a handful of coins. Just the thought of it sickens me. Boom. Okay. I'm guessing his pointing there was a literal point to the direction I should go. Yeah. Okay. Gimthota? Is that like... Ah, no, I don't have a good joke for that one. Ah, yes. I had a feeling you'd be the one that Athbrim sent. I am all up in her grill. Sorry. Since you first arrived at Morby Docks, I had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. You'd be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That informant seems to think that someone highly of you. I must admit is quite shocking. Man doesn't even trust his own mother. Hey, congratulations, housewife. How did you find the final fight? It spooked the ever-loving hell out of me when I first got into that fight. I was so afraid. Very well then. I assume Eighth Brim informed you of what your task would entail. Pirates we believe are conspiring to raid the dry docks were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called the Mark of the Spinner. And have you approached the men, posing as a lost adventurer? See if you cannot learn somehow their intentions. Can I go stay? Kanango stationed at the rear gates can provide you with I thought he was about to try to say can I go? It was, yeah, black hole gun. I think my first ever lich kill was all entirely down to the black hole gun. And I basically just fired at the far side of him at every point in time, let the bullets get sucked up. Oh, very, very nice, house. That's pretty good. That's pretty damn good. Glad to hear that. God, I want to play now. I was legit tempted to just play it for a day and then to just bring people in and be like, "Hey, it's free, go get it. It's free, go get it. It's free, go get it." All day. Toasty, ha, I knew it. No more sardines of Wait. Haha, I knew it. No more sardines for Kanago tonight. I shall dine on the finest salmon of the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on who Eighth Brim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Oh, so I'm starting to make a name for myself now. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you'll eventually come to the barren cape with a single large stone, half buried in the cliff, overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place, dedicated to Nimea, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there. We're aware of that, though. Housewife, totally not sponsored by the Gundam Devs. I mean, I would be so okay with being sponsored by the Gundam Devs. Like, oh damn, those dudes are pretty legit. Have you seen Housewife? Have you seen the glory? Gungeon. Have you seen the sweet, sweet glory? That is. This is probably the wrong. This is the wrong website. Where are you? Look at. Actually, I don't. I'm just gonna move this over to the main screen. Look at this. The Enter the Gungeon House of the Gundead arcade cabinet. A real light gun game they are creating for an actual arcade cabinet they are going to be selling to actual arcades and people if I so choose to spend to somehow make 5,000 quid before Q1 2020. Fuck, I was probably one of the most excited I was for anything in E3. That's too good. If it had been not 5,000 quid, there was some real chance of me buying it. But I don't have 5,000 quid, so I can't. Oh shit, a level 11 Firefly. Let's pounce on that. I was kind of hoping it would like suddenly like beef out into this huge muscular Firefly on attacking it, but no, it is literally just a Firefly. It is quite literally just a Firefly. Disreputable pirate. Gunslinger was a lot of fun to play. Just immediately getting, yeah, he's pretty fun. He's kind of. I don't want to say he's cheaty, but he is kind of the, you know, hey, if you want to just like have a bit of crack and experience, you know, all the different synergies and stuff in the game without without, you know, having to rely on the luck. It's really fun for that. It's honestly the hunter is still my favorite. The hunter still beats everyone for me. Although, sorry, Paradox technically is the one I'll go for most of the time, because, you know, randomizing your starting items is joyous by me. You even need to count to 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arse back down, whatever rock it is you crawled out from under. See? Eyes added up to me ears with your type roaming the hills like it was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man can't enjoy a mug of rum without having some shite buddy the lander running up and asking him which way is way to local levy meet. 7 L's if I know I'm a bloody pirate, goddammit. Dal's balls. Dal's balls. Once we have me boys back, I'm putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me, ain't no one will remember I was ever here. Come on, sclags, we've knives to sharpen. Bamboo docks, of course. So for me, it goes Paradox is top of the list for what I'd play, because Paradox just adds more variety. Then it's Hunter. I'm not going to put Gunslinger on this. Then it's Bullet, Marine, and then Convict and Rogue can just wallow in despair. I honestly don't care about using either of them ever. The rogue's gun is just too bad to stomach, even for the first floor. And the convict I think is one of the better designed characters, in that she has a starting set of items that have a strategy around them. That strategy is, when you get hit, go ham. When you get hit, pull out that shotgun, get in close, start like wailing into them. There is strategy to that, and I think that's one of the things the starting characters in Enter the Gungeon really lack, is differentiating their playstyle. I find they all play basically the same. Especially their starting guns are all very, very boring. But that said, the fact that her, you know, ability is based on taking damage, that makes her bad anyway. So there you go. So the trespassers are indeed pirates, and they are indeed planning something. What is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be their target was never the victory? Something is not right. I won't sit idly by waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Toasty. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. Oh, give me that sweet sash. Oh. Gladiator, Marauder, Paladin, Warrior, Dark Knight. Got it. And then this is all classes, and this is Disciples of War. So this is specific. This is all Disciples of War, and this is everyone else. I think the everything else ones are basically always the oh yeah, I can't equip it yet. I've got to level. Well, I finally did it. I finally caught up. Finally caught up with the game. Let's, in that case, hop over and deal with our job quests. Yeah, in Gungeon, health. So, in Binding of Isaac, I think Samson actually doesn't do that strategy, but you can use that strategy, and there are ways to make it legitimately work, because health is more common in that game, and there are synergies you can get which can make you keep your health up all the time. and make it worth getting that a damage boost for taking damage for the duration of a room or even a floor. In Gungeon, health is far too precious a resource. The game, like, is very stingy with health most of the time. So to do anything, to ever like sacrifice your health just for a temporary boost, and the boost is seconds, it's just not worth it. Oh, you still need to unlock the robot. The robot, honestly, I forgot he existed. I don't like... He's adorable. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. Although he does have a very good starting gun. I will say that. So he's definitely not the worst. He's definitely above Pilot Convict. But he's not any more than that. Your level is above 4. Opportunity calls. Commence battle for tactical planning. Oh, yeah. So I think we might get a little bit of cutscene out of this. Hopefully she can spout some numbers for us, too. I am 4 Sierra Kylie of Melaven Gate. You are to seize all transactions and surrender your goods for inspection. Nasty sneaky peekers. Cobby spit, uplander. No, yes. Nauseous, yes. On stabby iron. What? A predictably aggressive response. Variable toasty. Remember that we assist. It just occurred to me that I should... Oh. Yeah, that's good. That's legitimately good advice. Interrupt casting if you must. Ability trumps all. As I understand with MMOs, that's a legitimate problem healers have to face with their DPS classes. Your combat style gives me an idea. I was formulating... Oh, you son of a bitch. I should have this ability, so I can actually make use of this one, because I never freaking do. There's like a... Man, tanking becomes a bit of a clusterfuck. In what way? As an occasional I legit really to move away from something that doesn't one-shot me. Ah, I believe your job is to not move, so that's fair. I think I should move. Nicely done. Adaption, improvisation. I might have been observing our beloved guildmaster himself in action. That was the perfect example of how a strategy for a given task can be tailored for the abilities of the assessor. In other words, before you begin formulating your tactics, it is necessary to fully understand your own strengths and weaknesses. On that note, there is another question I would ask you. When it comes to improving your probable success of a strategy, do you consider it more effective to concentrate on playing to your strengths or showing up your weaknesses? I'm a put all my eggs in one basket kind of guy. Oh ho! Again, you responded as the guildmaster once did. I must revise the probability of your potential to attain greatness to 97%. You are one to keep an eye on, that much is certain. But to return to the subject of battle plans, the calculation must include an accurate assessment of your available techniques and their relative effectiveness. It requires you to be critically aware of your own limits, the limits of your allies, and the characteristics of your enemies. I believe this covers everything for the day. Please return to the guild and make your report to the mistress Thug. Thub. Thub Eargime. Thubbergime. Until we next meet. There we go. Oh, by the way, housewife, good luck with unlocking the robot dude. It's easily the worst challenge in the whole game. Just throwing that one out there. Icon next to all the mobs, named and UI. Red equals it's attacking you. No, healers must adjust. I feel like you might be... But I need to move it to be more central. I like the nameplate threat better. Did my sub legit just... Oh, hey! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, Evan. I didn't even notice it myself. Thank you very much, man. I shall abide here until the Yellow Jackets arrive to take the peddlers into custody. My strategies will keep me company. Wow, lady, you've got a hobby. You need a hobby. I mean, who am I to judge? My hobby's playing video games. Anyway, let's lower decks. Can I? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, I can return home though. I must maintain my lead on cheese toasties. Oh, that reminds me. Yeah. Move is Black Mage because of how much it throws off the rotation. It's the only class that has the excuse to sometimes soak stuff. So Black Mage is one of... Because Black Mage is the highest DPS class, I'm guessing. Was it Red Mage? Was it Red Mage was the one that actually jumps around as a matter of course with its attacks? That doesn't matter for the robot. That it ain't about... It ain't about power. It's about finesse and luck. Unlocking that mother is... Oh, it just is. Nearly a cool mill. Oh, right, for your cheese toasties, yes. Red makes a melee and spell casting. Red Mage actually sounds pretty interesting. I've seen a bit of it in action on someone else's. I think it was on Dave's stream. It actually looks legitimately interesting. God knows I am want to avoid DPS if I can, because queue times. Or maybe I'll end up enjoying DPS more than anything else, and then, you know, I'll just have to fucking deal with it. Looking forward to playing. You just gotta never roll in Enter the Gungeon. Never roll. A game by Dodge Roll Games. Not rolling. I'm looking forward to Dancer doing that. Yeah, that... It seems you were treated to a lecture on knowing thyself. That particular lesson is ordinarily taught only to intermediate practitioners. I mean, it's not exactly advanced techniques here, lady. Thubbergime. Thubbygime. Without a sufficient store of combat experience from which to draw, it is difficult to fully appreciate the profundity of such a seemingly simple truth. Nevertheless, I feel confident that you will soon be ready for a more ambitious assignment. Keep to your studies, maintain that razor edge of your mind. One last thing, Toasty. Considering the dedication you've shown towards our discipline, I decided to print you leave to explore the teachings offered by other guilds. I would suggest, however, that you first master the science of Arc Anima. The strategic training you receive here will serve you well no matter the path you eventually choose to walk. Return to me when your reason tells you the time is right. You have access to the Armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. There exists myriad disciplines in Eorza that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Fair. What, oh, these will have... Does this actually tell me... Oh, right, these are all worse. Every one of these is worse than what I currently have, because they're all level 10. I need one more level, don't I? No, I need 2 more levels. Oh, I actually need to level now. Armuri, unlock. The Arcanist Guild, Fisherman, and the Rogues Guild. Is that where you learn to become... I'm guessing Rogues is the class that eventually becomes Ninja? Where... Is there any other ones around here then? I don't necessarily want to unlock Rogue right now, but I could. Blacksmith's Guild. Adventurers Guild. Marauders, hey, okay. So rogues become ninjas, marauders become warriors? I think. You get a frog. But I've got fucking Pikachu Eevee, shiny Eevee Pikachu here. Eeveechu, Pikachu. I got shiny Pikachu. What else do I need? Really? It's not a, I don't need no frog. But I would like to unlock it. But yeah, so you want to be a rogue, but I'd have to go back to level 1. Sonichu? Sonichu? What kind of name is that? Are you calling it Sonic? I have to wonder what changes the color of them. Is that just level and time? Sonichu's an original character. OC, do not steal. Of course. How could I be so foolish? They really hit you. They must. I mean, it's not a bad way to get you to learn, really. Throw a bunch of dungeons at you so you actually freaking learn how to dungeon. There's a command that changes. Oh, neat. Everyone I've seen so far, I mean, the lowest level I've seen one of these change color was level 21, so I'm imagining it's around 20, 15 to 20. It's probably the guild quest, or the Arcanimist quest. Where's airship? I've never gone up to airship landing. I'm gonna give it a quick look. But if I'm not mistaken, if I say pick Lancer now, I'd jump straight back down to level 1, which would mean would I legit have to start from nothing? And like fight all the wee babby monsters again? Because that sounds no bueno. There it is, housewife. I was waiting for it. I was expecting it any second. There's now you know the pain. Welcome to Enter the Gungeon and unlocking the robot. I'm sorry that happened, but it always happens. Just wait, there's more to come. It'll take you a few tries. Just accept that fate now. I highly recommend you accept that fate now. Alright, it's looking... It's late enough. I've gone as far as I can with most of the story quests I've done. I think I'll call it at this for the... I think I'll call it this for the stream today, because I don't want to stream super late. And I actually do have shit to do tomorrow. Who'd have thought? I'll probably do a bit of leveling off stream, just so we can go straight back into the... main quest stuff, and I don't know what day I'll next be streaming. At the very latest, it'll be Tuesday, because that's when schedule says. But in the meantime, side quests there whenever you need. Yeah. I'll try not to do anything that looks interesting. That's mainly it. I'll keep the interesting stuff for on stream. I'll keep the boring fates and stuff like that for off stream. In the meantime, then, we'll have to. Is there any Frexies, quick question. Is there any benefit? Oh my god, look at them. Look at these trousers. They're the worst thing in existence. Is there any benefit to actually logging out in bed, in the tavern bed? Or is that purely fluff? May as well do it for today anyway. Not compared to just being in a town. Yeah, okay. I'll throw her in anyway. Comfy feather bed. Oh, I can straight up exit the game from this menu. Nice. Okay. That's pretty neat. Okay, that's pretty cute. That's pretty cute. the little, you know, quiet victory. That's very cute. That's reason enough, I think. That's reason enough to do it. Alrighty. Well, thank you all very much for being here. It's been a pleasure to have you all. Thanks for the new follows and the subs and everything. And for hanging out. I'm surprised if anyone's watching FF14 at all, to be honest. But it's a pleasant surprise, and it's a good incentive to keep going. I think it only makes sense to jump over to Dave and see how he's doing, because he's of course playing FF14 anyway, and he's the head of the free company and everything we're in. So with that, I will say thank you all very much for watching. Have a wonderful day ahead of you, or night, or whatever it is. And I'll see y'all another evening. Bye bye.